Konnichiwa, hello, my name is Miki and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing an overseas unboxing. I have done plenty of these because my mom always sends me goodies from overseas. If you guys didn't know, I'm actually not from the United States. I am from Japan, and so a lot of the times I get homesick and I need certain goodies that y'all don't have here, and so I request for my mom to send me over some things, and she usually includes a bunch of other extras. Now, if you guys are new here or you enjoy my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you actually know when I post my videos. And my disclaimer, if you are super sensitive to profanity or if you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. I am a no filter bitch and I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth, so keep that in mind while you're watching. If you guys are interested in the overseas unboxing and what I got in these packages, then just stay tuned. All right, I know I'd be looking a hot mess today, but I was running errands and then I decided that I was going to do a video on this. So my mom sent me 2 boxes and I only remember requesting like a couple of things. I think I requested facial razors, tweezers, green tea, and I want to say like some stew, like curry sauce, and she sent me 2 boxes instead. And so I have like a huge box right here full of goodies. I have another box full of just like candy and snacks. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I got in these boxes. Now, just a little side note, my husband and I had a little bit of a case of the munchies last night, and we were up at around like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning eating some of these. So some of the stuff in here is already open because, you know, when you get lit at night to go to bed, sometimes you just get the munchies and you gotta indulge. So there's a lot of things here that have been open and kind of like picked at because we just couldn't help ourselves. So the first thing I have here is some mochi. As you can see, we have already dived into this. I love mochi. I mean, it looks like a plastic cube, but what you do is you boil these for about like 2 minutes and they become very soft, and all I do is I sprinkle a little bit of sugar on it and I eat it. That's all I do. People get really weirded out when they see these because it does literally look like a block of plastic, but it's not. It's made out of rice. A lot of the time these bags come out during New Year's. If you ever go to an Asian store, you will notice that there will be a lot of like mochi or bags of mochi just like this. We are very big on mochi during the New Year's. It's supposed to bring a lot of good things to you when you eat mochi. Also, another thing that we eat is soba noodles to bring in the New Year's, which, you know, basically means like long life, good health, all that good stuff. So got a nice bag of mochi here. The next couple of things I have here are, per my request, is some green tea bags. I don't know what it is about the States, but y'all's green tea just don't taste the same. I don't know if it's because it's maybe a different green tea leaf, or I honestly don't have any idea. It's just I know that I do not like American green tea anything. And so my mom got me 2 packets of these. These are basically green tea already in the tea bags, and you boil some water, throw some tea bags in there, and you're good to go. I usually just boil 3 liters worth and put them in the fridge, and I'm good to go. This is actually how I get my caffeine. Now, I'm not really sure if like this is why or what, but all these years I've had a very high metabolism, which I can thank my Asian genes for that. But I also think that because I drink so much green tea that I've been able to stay skinny, and ever since I moved here, I have not been drinking green tea like I used to back home. And so I think that's why I gained, you know, a little bit of weight. But I'm really happy to have this because I have not had any green tea in a really long time. Every single time that I show you guys any tea packets, it's always sanpincha, which is jasmine tea. And don't get me wrong, I love the jasmine tea. It's just I prefer green tea because it gives me a lot of energy and it doesn't make me like overly hype or anxious like coffee does. Next we got here is of course a bag of Milkies, because I've stated this in all my overseas unboxings, is that my husband's favorite candy is this guy right here. This thing has been around for I don't even know how long. These are Niduki creamy milk little caramels, and these are absolutely delicious. One thing my mom has never sent me before, but I am like very in love with, is some squid legs. I know that when people see stuff like this, they get really grossed out, but this is like a big thing in Asia. You always see like dried fish, dried squid, dried all kinds of stuff like calamari. In Japan, you can go to convenience stores and get these little packs because they sell them right next to the beer, because what you're supposed to do is drink beer and you're supposed to kind of snack on these. These are spicy squid legs, so I'm really excited to try this out because I don't think I've tried this brand before, but I love me some dried squid legs. So something that you can see is open right here. My husband kind of dug into this last night. This is basically super duper spicy crackers and peanuts. Now, I'm not a very big person on spicy things. I think hot Cheetos is about where I draw the freaking line because I'm a little pussy bitch when it comes to spicy things. And I actually tried one of these last night because my husband's like, oh, try it. The whole left side of my mouth burnt for like 30 minutes to like an hour. It even touched my lip a little bit. So that side was kind of like red and just really inflamed and like stinging and throbbing. And then I look on the back here and it actually has like a little chart of how spicy this is. Now where it says 14.4 is how spicy a habanero pepper is, and then we have this pepper which is akahachi. I'm not really sure what it is in English, but look at that. It is 50.0. So that's how much spicier this particular pepper is compared to habanero peppers. So yeah, this was not like ideal for me, but my husband says like it's barely spicy. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with his taste buds, but this thing was super duper spicy. Next we have here is some really cute hard candy. This is Sumikko Gurashi, or the characters' names are Sumikko Gurashi. I know that in some Asian stores they sell these little character guys. They're so freaking cute, but these are basically like little yogurt hard candies. I've never had these before, but I'm really interested to try them. This has yogurt flavor, peach yogurt flavor, and what is that? Green grape yogurt flavor. I just really love the packaging of stuff from back home because it's just so freaking cute. Look at it. Look at all these little characters in little costumes. Oh, I didn't even see this when I actually initially opened the box. So I have kinako here. Now, I am really not exactly sure how to explain this. This is kinako. I don't know. It's like it's kind of like mochi, but not. It tastes nothing like mochi, but it has the same kind of consistency. It's kind of squishy. It's very chewy. And honestly, I don't really know how to translate what this is. If I figure it out, I'll leave it in the description box below. But I can tell you right now that this is like one of my favorite snacks ever. These are just so freaking yummy. Next, I have these chobo chobo. I don't know exactly what chobo chobo means. I've never seen these candies before. Normally, these kind of like crackers or biscuits are for babies and toddlers, but I think my mom saw like the coating on it, because normally when you find these in like the baby aisle, they don't have a coating of like sugar on them, and that's why I think she got me these, because it, I don't know if you guys can actually tell, but there is a little bit of sugar coating on the actual biscuits. And there was actually 4 bags here, but again, munchies, you know, when the munchies come, you just kind of got to deal with it. So here is what I requested. I always talk shit about y'all's tweezers and facial razors every time I do one of these unboxings, and my mom includes these because I don't know what it is with America, but they want to charge, like I was literally just at TJ Maxx today and I was looking at facial razors and there was maybe 5 in a pack and they wanted $5 for it. Why? Why are you charging $1 a face razor when I can get 3 of them for 100 yen, which basically translates into $1. So these, my mom always gets me from the Japanese dollar store, and I have 3 of them in a pack for 100 yen. So nothing can beat that. So I always ask her for those. And then y'all's tweezers, okay? This bitch is not going to buy $20 Tweezerman tweezers. It's just not, like, I just can't justify it at all. These tweezers, 100 yen from the dollar store. And these things will literally pick any type of hair that you have on your face. It doesn't matter how thick, how skinny, how short, how long. This will get the hairs out. We have a couple more things in this box. I asked my mom to send me some stew. This is basically cream stew. It's not really a stew like Americans are thinking it's a stew. It's a very thick, creamy consistency. And what you do is you put some chicken or pork, you put potatoes, carrots. My husband likes it when I put broccoli in it, and you put onions. And basically it's like a cream version of curry. And we love this stuff, especially in the wintertime, because it's just so freaking delicious. The last 2 bags in this box are some ramen. I just love me some ramen. Now, my mom always sends me this. This is Okinawa soba ramen. This is like an instant version of Okinawa soba because it's really hard to send Okinawa soba overseas. You have to get them from certain stores, and normally they're like vacuum sealed. So I just always ask my mom to send over some Okinawa soba ramen because this is the closest thing that I will get to actual Okinawa soba. She sent me another bag, which is open already because of my fat ass. This is the same kind of ramen as this, but the noodles are different. This is like a mochiri version, which means, again, with the whole mochi thing, it means it's a little bit more chewier noodles than the regular ramen noodles. And I actually tried this for the first time and I fucking love it. It's so good. I love the texture of the noodles because, again, they're a little bit thicker and a little bit more chewier than just like regular ramen noodles. And I can't wait to have another one. I might actually go and make one after I'm done filming because I'm a little hungry right now. Oh, so I have some snacks that actually fell out of the first box. These are mini lumandos. I don't know what that translates to because this is not a like Japanese snack per se. This is like a caramel crispy stick. It's really hard to explain, and we have already dug into this because we just could not help ourselves. My husband and I really like this snack because it's just, I don't know what it is, but it's so good. I can't really say it's like a wafer covered in chocolate because that's not what it is. It's like this very thin, almost crepe-like, like a crunchy crepe rolled up with some caramel chocolate. Like, I don't know, there's like a caramel drizzle over it and it's so freaking good. Here's a little close-up so you guys can see, but there's a picture right here what the inside looks like, and this is basically so crispy that once you take a bite into it, it just crumbles, like melts in your mouth. It is so freaking yummy. I wish my mom sent more of these because look how tiny these are. These do not last very long in this house because my husband and I will eat like 2 or 3 at a time, and these are just so freaking delicious. So I have another box here. My mom has actually never sent this shaped box before, but let's get into this. I got some more snacks. The first thing out of this box is baby star ramen. Baby star ramen is like, I can't with this snack. Like, I can eat a full size bag. This is like a little mini bag. I would always kill a full-size bag of these, like whenever I was at home just having a lazy day, you know, watching Netflix on the computer. This is basically dried ramen with flavoring. Now, this is not the same as taking actual ramen and eating it dry. Don't do that because that can actually, like, you know, I mean, everything these days can basically cause cancer, but you shouldn't be eating instant ramen dry noodles as a snack. You should be getting stuff like this, and this stuff is just, it's just so freaking good, so crunchy, and it's very carby, of course. I love any type of carby snacks. I am more of a carb junk food eater than I am a candy eater, but my husband, after being with him for a while now, he has kind of turned me into the candy person. Like, I like hard candy. I've always loved gummies, but hard candy was never something that I was really into until I met my husband, and so I'm surprised that I still haven't had a freaking cavity yet. But anyways, these are chicken flavor, which is my favorite flavor, and so I can't wait to dig into those. All right, next bag we have is chinsuko. My mom always sends me this. This is the Okinawan cookie that you can only get in Okinawa, and you can also get them in like mainland airports if you can find them. But this one has 3 flavors. It has plain, kurosato, which is basically black sugar cane, and then we have beni imo, which is purple potato, and I actually really like the purple potato flavor in here. It is so delicious, and I always explain this, but these are actually pig lard cookies. I know every single time I say that, some people who are watching are probably like, what the fuck? Why would you eat that? But it's so good. I mean, why the hell would anybody eat pork rinds, right? So basically, this is like pork rinds made into a cookie. Wait, no, because pork rinds I'm pretty sure are like skin. So basically, this is pig lard with some flavoring, and it's really freaking good. So I just realized that my mom sent me, like, this is basically the same thing that I showed you guys earlier. This is another cream stew, but it is a powder type of cream stew, which I've never ever used before. These cream stews come in blocks. If you guys have ever made curry, you will know that there's like blocks that you have to melt into like the water and all the vegetables after they simmer for a while. But this one comes in like blocks. This one comes in powder. but they're basically the same thing from different brands. I prefer this brand more than anything just because it has a very milky, creamy texture and flavor to it. But I'm gonna definitely have to try this because the fact that it's powder means it's going to melt a lot easier, because these cubes actually take a while to kind of melt down, and it gets really, really frustrating because I'm standing there like trying to melt down the cube. But if it's powder, I feel like as soon as it touches the hot water, it's just going to melt and make cooking a lot easier. So I'm really excited to try this new stew. I have another little snack here. This is Kinoko no Yama. This is basically a little biscuit with chocolate on it, and they're shaped in little tiny mushrooms, and that's basically all it is. Like, there's nothing really special about this. It's just that I love the flavor of Japanese chocolate because it just tastes more authentic than American chocolate. American chocolate is just so fucking sweet. I don't know what the hell you guys put in that chocolate, but it's just not my jam. Like, I love any kind of Japanese chocolate because it just tastes so much freaking better. And I have been eating these ever since I was young, and I love these. The next thing that I have here is some instant bibimbap. This is actually a Korean dish. My husband is half Korean, so he loves his Korean dishes. My husband likes anything that is spicy or Korean. Basically, if it's spicy, he'll freaking eat it. And so this bibimbap is actually, he said that it's really spicy. He actually already ate a box. There's 4 boxes here, but again, you know, munchies. So she sent us 4 boxes of these. He really seems to like this particular brand. Now, I know you guys have seen me like hold boxes up like this before, and my mom usually sends mabo tofu in these little boxes, but we actually have an abundance of mabo tofu right now, and so she decided to send us some bibimbap. Now, this has gochujang in it. If you don't know what that is, it's like a very, very spicy paste that Koreans use in like their kimchi, their ramen, like anything that they can use it on, they'll freaking use it. And so it's in here, which I think is why it makes it so freaking spicy. I have never touched this to my mouth because whenever my husband's cooking it, I can smell how spicy it is, and no, your girl ain't gonna touch this because I just do not do anything spicy or anything super duper hot. And when my husband decides to split it into 2 because it's too spicy, then I know it is like way past my level of spiciness that I can handle. So the last thing my mom got me is some sampincha. Now, this is the jasmine tea that I was talking about earlier. My husband and I love this stuff. We do the same thing that I explained earlier that I do with the green tea. We basically boil like 3 liters worth of water, and then we put these tea bags in there, and then we put them in these, what do you call it? Like the plastic little pitcher. Is that what they're called? Pitchers? And we throw them in the fridge, and we have tea for like a couple of days. It doesn't last very long in this house because we both really like tea, and this is our source of caffeine. We don't drink any kind of coffee in this house, and so tea is like our way to get caffeine. And so we drink jasmine tea, we drink green tea, we drink straight tea, we drink sweet tea, any kind of tea, you will find it in this house. I didn't even realize this, but there's actually 48 packs of little 5-gram baggies in here of the jasmine tea. I'm just so surprised at how quickly we go through these. There's 96 bags total here, and my mom has to send us this at least 2 or 3 times a year. So that's how much tea that we drink. And normally we only have jasmine tea, but now that I actually have like some green tea to make, and this one actually has 52 packs, so we are just reveling in some tea here. I just love tea so freaking much. Like, can you guys tell? But anyways, I think that we have enough tea for at least half a year because I know that these are gonna go super duper fast. So that is all the items that I have for you today. Now, just because I talk shit about certain things like the tweezers and the facial razors, I'm not like spitting hate on America or anything. I just think that there's a lot of shit here in this country that is just way too freaking expensive. Like, y'all be marking shit up when it's literally like plastic that's made in China, you know? I don't mean any ill will towards it. It's just me shooting the shit, sharing my opinion, you know, saying what I gotta say. But I am just really excited to dive into the things that we haven't dived into because a lot of these are open, but there's other things that I was like kind of holding back on because when it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you don't want to eat like an abundance of stuff because you're going back to bed and you're just gonna get fat if you lay down after you eat. If you guys have never tried any Asian snacks or Asian food, you are freaking missing out. I'm actually considering, I don't know if you guys would enjoy this, but I have really thought long and hard that I do want to do a giveaway in the future, not only of just makeup products, but would you guys be interested in some like Japanese candy and food products as well. If you guys are, let me know again in the comments, because then I want to kind of get something together. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that big red button that says subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you actually know when I post my videos. And as always, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, or if you simply want to talk shit, leave it on the comment section below, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.